we start new chapter, very interesting chapter, the Melachah of Tachein, meaning grinding. The Melachah of Grinding, part 1, Melachah of Grinding. One of 39 Melachos on Shabbos is Tachein, grinding, which is defined as breaking down large object, whether edible or inedible, into small pieces. Thus, shredding, grating, and chopping are all forbidden. Furthermore, more cutting and dicing food into very small pieces is also prohibited under the Melachah of Grinding. Okay, so let's do this piece again, and we're going to explain. Of course, we're talking about the laws of Yom Tov. I'm not sure how deep he's going to explain, but we're going to try to add so we have a comparison, as usual, comparison to Shabbos. Okay, so let's start. One of 39 Melachos Melachos on Shabbos is grinding. So grinding meaning what? That in a Mishkan they were like making a powder, right, from herbs, making a powder to make a dye. Or another explanation, they would for the building of the Mishkan. And some say like it's actually two breads, like breads. They would actually grind the wheat or something. But the most common is grinding to make the dye. Okay. So, and definition is you have big article, that doesn't matter particle, how big, and you reduce it to very small size. So the small size, the classic example of course the flour. So you have grain, and you have yeah, right. So you grind it like manually through machinery, it doesn't matter, and you have like this flour. So that's a classic way. But our rabbis say no. Even if you like cut in very small pieces, and it's concerned actually food and not food, but only the things that grow from the ground, right? So you can cut like eggs or something. So one more time, the last sentence. Furthermore, cutting. So maybe you can cut very small pieces. Dicing. Sorry, dicing a food item into very small pieces is also prohibited under the Melachah of Grinding. Okay, continue. The Melachah of Grinding applies only to the substances that are products of the earth. Thus, the Melachah applies only to the foods such as fruits and vegetables. However, foods that are not products of the earth, for example, meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and cheese, are not subject to this prohibition of grinding, and may be chopped into the small pieces, fine pieces on Shabbos. Okay, so of course, like it's in introduction, we're going to see what is the difference between Shabbos and Yom Tov. Since, as we said many times, on Yom Tov you're allowed to cook and do all of the preparatory work, whatever needs to be done, and right. So again, it's only things that grow from the earth and even the earth itself. So what does it mean? That if you have like a chunk of mud get stuck to your I don't know, pants, right? I'm talking about man, right? And you did not see it. It was there from last Shabbos, so you're not allowed to remove it. If it's wet, there is no problem. But if it's dry, so you're going to like grind this piece of mud, which is not allowed. Okay. Continue. See the Shabbos Kitchen, page 129, 141. For detailed discussion of the laws of grinding on Shabbos. Okay. Here we examine the laws that they apply to Yom Tov. So if I remember, like I would add for difference on Shabbos, but we concern here only about Yom Tov, the book concern.